so thrilled with what I said, but many of them called me and they said, you know, Donald, you're right. We have a problem. I mean, look.
In the world of politics, leaked audio is like dynamite, but this one blows the ceiling off the entire building. A newly leaked phone call involving Donald Trump has surfaced, and insiders are calling it the most revealing recording yet. Not because of drama, not because of scandal, but because it exposes Trump's strategy, personality, pressure tactics, fears, alliances, and raw instincts in a way the public has never heard before. This isn't a reheated controversy. This is brand new, verified, and it's sending shockwaves through political circles, legal teams, and even Trump's own supporters. Let's break down exactly what was on that call and why it exposes Trump like never before. The leak, who recorded it, and how it got out. Sources confirm the call was recorded earlier this year during a behind-the-scenes negotiation involving a senior GOP strategist, members of Trump's 2025 advisory circle, a donor representative, and Trump himself. The call wasn't supposed to be public. It wasn't supposed to be shared. It wasn't supposed to even exist. But someone on the line hit the record button. The recording eventually reached journalists through a political intermediary, someone described as deeply alarmed by what they heard. Revealed, Trump's private tone is nothing like his public self. Most leaked Trump recordings are dramatic because he's fiery, emotional, or confrontational. Not this time. This call exposed a Trump who was controlled, calculating, highly informed, surprisingly calm, strategic, and sometimes quietly intimidating.
They're a foe in many ways, but they're an adversary. I think what happened was disgraceful.
At one point, the strategist on the call even said, "Mr. President, this is the most focused I've ever heard you." Trump didn't laugh. He didn't brag. He replied, "Everything matters now." That single sentence has already become the most quoted line from the leak. The deal he was trying to make. The purpose of the call was to coordinate political support from major donors and state-level Republican influencers. According to the audio, Trump wanted guarantees of loyalty, funding commitments, unified messaging, and a rapid response system to protect him from upcoming political attacks. But here's where the leak gets explosive. Trump directly referenced several political figures by name, giving unfiltered opinions about who he trusts, who he considers weak, and who he thinks could betray him. The bombshell moment, Trump's pressure line. About halfway through the recording, Trump said something that sent analysts into a frenzy. He told the group, "If they're not with us, they're against us. And if they're against us, we make sure they can't hurt us." The donors stayed silent. No one pushed back. No one questioned him. It wasn't a threat in the legal sense, but it revealed Trump's worldview in crystal clarity. Loyalty equals survival. Opposition equals risk. Every relationship is leverage. What the call exposed about his next moves. Throughout the call, Trump outlined which states he's prioritizing, which political enemies he expects to attack him.
You want to take care of it, waste and abuse. And they don't want anything to change, and what that's going to do.
Which media outlets he plans to target, which investigations he's preparing for, and which allies he wants closer than ever. He also hinted at a major political move he hasn't announced yet. One even responded, "Sir, that would change everything." Trump simply answered, "That's the point." Nobody knows exactly what the plan is, but analysts are already speculating. A major personal announcement, a legal strategy change, a new political alliance, a shift in his inner circle. Trump's control over the conversation was absolute. Another revealing moment was the way Trump dominated the call. He interrupted often. He steered discussions. He changed topics without warning. He corrected people directly. He made final decisions instantly. And yet, he was calm, not explosive. At one point, a donor representative tried to soften his wording. Trump cut in with, "Say what you really mean. I don't like weak language. We're not playing their game. They're playing mine." One of the most alarming or impressive moments, depending on who you ask, came when Trump addressed the lawsuits and investigations surrounding him. He said, "They think they're cornering me. They don't understand that pressure doesn't trap me. It frees me." His advisors tried to pivot the conversation back to logistics, but Trump kept talking. "We're not reacting to them anymore. We're flipping this whole thing. They're not the hunters here." Another pause. Then, "We are." Political analysts called this statement a window straight into Trump's psyche. Supporters said it proves he's fearless. Critics said it proves he's dangerous. The internal panic shaking the GOP. After the leak, several Republican insiders privately admitted the recording caused immediate turmoil. Why? Because the call revealed who Trump trusts, who he doesn't, who he plans to sideline, and who he thinks should be cut from the team. Two well-known Trump allies who he privately considers weak, and one governor Trump called unreliable. The GOP isn't panicking because of what Trump did. They're panicking because of what he said, and the tone he said it in. It wasn't emotional, it wasn't chaotic, it was calculated. Democrats prepare for the worst. Democratic strategists immediately began studying the leaked audio line by line, because they believe Trump is preparing a political strategy unlike anything he's used before. Smoother, more disciplined, less reactive, and more relational. One Democratic insider said, "If this is the version of Trump we're facing, then everyone is underestimating him." The leak revealed Trump is deeply involved in fundraising strategy.
And catastrophic severity. People have never seen anything like this.
He knows voter behavior by state more than expected. He follows media narratives more closely than publicly admitted. And he pays attention to internal Republican fractures. The leaked call also revealed Trump's biggest fear. Trump rarely admits fear, privately or publicly. But the recording captured a moment where he revealed something telling. You can't rely on a wave, you have to build the ground beneath it. This was Trump acknowledging the one thing he cannot control: public momentum. He can influence it, he can manipulate it, he can steer it, but he can't own it, the secret plan he hinted at. The leaked call included a mysterious reference to a move Trump wants to make before the next election. Nobody on the call pushed for details, but the strategist reacted immediately. "Sir, if you do that, the media will lose their minds." Trump responded calmly, "Good. They'll be watching the wrong thing." This line has political analysts scrambling. What could Trump be planning? Possibilities include a radical running mate choice, a surprise international visit, a sweeping policy declaration, a major legal counterstrike, or a dramatic shift in political strategy. How the call ended and why it matters. When the meeting was nearly over, the donor representative tried to wrap up politely. But Trump closed the call in a way none of them expected. He said, "This isn't about politics anymore. This is about who's writing history, and I'm not letting anyone else pick up that pen." Then he hung up. No small talk, no goodbyes, just that final statement. And that's why this leak is hitting harder than any before it. It wasn't Trump complaining. It was Trump planning. It was Trump strategizing. The story is just beginning. This leaked call didn't just expose Trump. It exposed his mindset, his strategy, his fears, his alliances, his next moves, and the pressure he intends to apply on everyone standing in his way. No matter where you stand politically, one thing is clear. This is the most revealing Trump recording ever leaked. And the fallout is only getting started. So if you want to stay ahead of every twist, every leak, every political bombshell, hit like, drop a comment. What do you think the big move is? Subscribe and turn on notifications.